Good afternoon. It is Sunday, and this Sunday we're gonna finish Apollo Justice. If you remember what happened last time, we did the investigation, which is with that very weird time travel system, whatever. It actually wasn't, because Phoenix explained that it was a recollection of things that he figured out over the years, even if I think the way the game presents it to you is a bit weird, because it really looks like Phoenix gets information in the past from the future and just presents them to the people he's talking to. It's a bit weird, but I suppose what actually happened is he had that sort of information, and just the game made you like aware of it in a bit of a different way, but Phoenix already knew. And this is like a bit of a convoluted way that the game uses to organize all the evidence. I'm sure in the next games they're gonna change this and make it a bit more simpler, but overall what was revealed was very good. I really like the twist with Apollo. I really like how everything is connected once more, because they really like to make you think, well, this is a clearly unimportant character that has this random case here and you will forget about it. While in actuality, it's all connected, it's all related to the main story of the game. The only problem I have with Phoenix Wright games, or Ace Attorney games, is still this fact that the second and third case, with a couple of exceptions of course, are a bit useless. What I mean by this, they are filler cases that don't really advance the plot, but I suppose it's a good way to create a bit of a relaxed situation where you get to know the characters that you're playing with a bit more. For example, you get to know the new prosecutor, you get to understand how they act, what's their personality, and yeah, I suppose that's the idea behind the fact that those two cases have nothing to do with the rest of the main plot that gets revealed, usually in the last case or at the end of the game. In the case of a fifth case, this game combines a fourth imaginary case with a fifth one and just puts them together in the fourth one. But think of Ace Attorney 3. In that game as well, the second and third cases are completely unrelated to everything else that happens, but the first one, the fourth one are just anticipation and creating this sort of story that you get to unravel in the fifth case. And that's also what they did in this game, even if they use the second case in this game to kind of explain how Apollo's power works, which is very cool. I like it. I hope I see it again in the next game. Dual Destinies, I think, maybe I'm wrong, because the next two games after this one are, one is called Dual Destinies and the other is called Spirit of Justice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It will be quite cool. We also have to do the Miles Edgeworth investigation, because technically the Miles Edgeworth games happen right after Apollo Justice, so it's only two games, but they came out right after Apollo Justice, and the Dual Destinies is after that. So I don't know. I will see how things go and how we decide to handle those games, because I think they're all important, right? I mean, there isn't really a major plot that gets revealed if you play all the Ace Attorney games, but you understand what I mean. I like to keep the continuity of the games when following the release date. Yep. That is what I want to do. And I'm very interested in the Miles Edgeworth games because there is Edgeworth, and even if I'm not like a super fan of Edgeworth, I still like him as a character, and I'm interested to see if it brings back other characters that I really enjoy, like Francisca or Gumshoe, and I don't know. Maybe we get to see Emma some more. And maybe I get to see Lana. We don't really know what happened to Lana after the 5th case. I think she said she would resign as main prosecutor or whatever the name of that position is. So it would be nice just to see her, even as a cameo. Because now we have Emma, which is very cool. I love Emma, as you know, my favorite character. But we don't really see Lana anymore. Maybe in the next games, maybe. I'm sure we'll be able to see Maya and maybe Pearl and maybe who else? What's his name? Larry Batts. Maybe we'll see them again. Will be quite interesting. Looking forward to that. Very much looking forward to that. Well, anyway, as you know, tomorrow I won't be streaming because I am not able to. I'm busy. Therefore, next week there will be only 3 streams. I'm not able to do 4 because 3 days of streaming in a row is way too much for me. When I tried on Friday, I was feeling so tired. So it won't be possible, sadly. But I hope you still enjoy. We're probably gonna do a lot of Castlevania, which I've been neglecting, and possibly what's the other game we're playing? Oh my god, I forgot completely. No, only Castlevania. Maybe some more Isaac then. We can do a couple of Castlevania, one Isaac stream. We will see. No, don't want to start new games next week. That for sure. Just want to continue the ones we already been playing. If you're interested in something, talking about starting new games, I restarted Pillars of Eternity 2. It's a game made by Obsidian. It's how do you call this? CRPGs. I'm really bad at those games. I'm terrible. Think of like Baldur's Gate 3. I'm so bad at those games. I need to play on the easiest difficulty because I just cannot. I'm so bad. Those games are super hard for me, and it's all in the combat system. I just cannot handle that combat system. I tried so many times, even in Dragon Age Origins in particular. I just cannot. I'm just so terrible. I have to play on the easiest difficulty, and even on the easiest difficulty I have problems. Don't ask me how. I try to do my best. I also saw videos of people playing and explaining, but I just cannot. I just cannot. There is a block for that type of games for me. It's so weird. Wow. Yep. And as always, my nose is super closed. Every time I go to sleep, my nose gets closed. I have no idea why. You know, I have that problem of mine, which is hereditary, genetic, yeah, whatever. My mother has these as well, but with me it's a lot stronger, sadly. So every winter and until like April or March, my nose just stays closed for so many months, and it's so annoying. So I get to have this very nasal voice. It is a struggle. Maybe one day. I from what I know, I need to be to get surgery to fix this problem. It's something in my nose, something like, yeah, that kind of stops. It's called like I don't know the English name. turbinati, ipertrofici. It has something to do with the way the nose makes it possible for me to breathe properly, and yeah, and that leads to an accumulation of stuff that makes me unable to be able to, how do I say, smell and breathe properly from my nose. It's a lot more common during the winter. I also had, when I was a bit younger, and this problem where they had to physically extract stuff from my body because it was terrible. And I was basically, how do I say, if I couldn't breathe with my mouth, I would not breathe, which was very interesting. Even nowadays, I kinda do have that, and it's tough sometimes. When I'm eating, sometimes I just almost suffocate because I'm eating, and my body tries to make oxygen pass, not food, so I choke. Yeah, even when I'm drinking sometimes. So yeah. All of this to say, I have a nasal voice because of this, and I cannot breathe properly. My God. So, having said that, we can continue. The game is already open, of course. Once again, I love this game because if I keep it in the main screen, I don't need to mute it because it doesn't have music. Okay, yeah, this is the autosave, but this is the start of the day 2 of the trial. And here it is with Phoenix. I don't know who Phoenix is talking to in this moment. It's like, is it referring to me as in the player? Or is it talking to like Apollo? Is this something he sends Apollo? Because technically Apollo will have access to this information, so it's a bit weird. We don't think too much about it. It is anime court. There are superpowers involved, supernatural stuff, so don't think too much about it. Welcome to court. 7 years, all leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must decide. Is the defendant Vera Mission innocent or guilty? The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. The thing is, we know that Vera is not guilty because we saw the poisonous, what's the name? Atraquanine poisoning. So we just need to figure out how to put the blame on Gavin. Something inside me rising, surfacing. Something important, lost long ago. It's close now, so close. What is his name, by the way? Because it's Gavin, right? But Gavin is the surname. It's like his brother, which is the prosecutor. So he's Christoph, while his brother is Clavier. We love Clavier. Clavier is okay. Maybe love is too much of a strong word, but Clavier is okay. Christoph is evil, but why is he evil? We need to figure out why he committed murder twice. Why is it so important for him to keep the fact why did he? Is it all in spite of Phoenix? I refuse to believe it. I really refuse to believe it. Is it to boost his brother's career? But I think it would have been nice, great anyway, because, you know, Clavier is a very good prosecutor, if you think about it. He's very smart. Also, he does the trick, which is a thing that I really enjoy about him, which reminds me a tiny bit of Wong Karma. He tricks you into going where he wants you to go. Well, we will see. Hello. Court is now in session for the trial of Vera Mission. The defense is ready and Clavier is ready as well. How is the defendant Vera Mission condition? Oh yeah, because she was poisoned. Acute atraconine poisoning. According to her physician, she could die at any time. Well, that's not great. Her absence for the courtroom today. I mean, how does poison works? This sort of poison. It says that it stops the nervous central system. So I suppose she was given a very, very low dosage. So maybe it's like, how does it work? Does it act slower? Or does it act like there is a lower chance for it to spread enough? I'm really interested in this. So this sort of medical stuff. They can put her on trial without her being here. It's unusual. They should wait for her to get better and do it then. It's so bureaucratic of them. That's being a little harsh. I mean, what can you do? She's literally dying. Yeah. Trial without a verdict can only cause grief. Records of this case and experience tell us this. We don't have... what are we supposed to work with if we don't have like a testimony? If Vera dies, the trial will be cancelled. I'm not going to let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's going on behind the curtain. Okay, so Apollo knows, of course. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time. Very well, your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin? Prosecution case is unchanged by recent news. Why did Vera Bisham succumb to poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done. But we already said that it's not that. There's the same thing poison that took her father's life. What better confession could you ask for? It's very stupid of you, Clavier, though. I mean, I can see in a very derailed mind the thing, so she's trying to put the blame. Okay, let's put it this way. Let's think of like how Clavier is thinking right now. So she poisoned her father, and then she took a very, very tiny dose, and is thinking she did that because maybe she can get like a not guilty verdict and live with it, even if she's in pain and about to die. I can see that, yeah, but that's kind of crazy. Also, Vera is like not the type of person that would do that. Being the killer, she would have other access to the poison. Significance, it's rather hard to come by. Yeah, how do you get that sort of poison anyway? In other words, I see no need for further discussion. We could have had our verdict yesterday. Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone a verdict. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. Defense holds that Vera Bisham is the victim, not the killer. If that's so, then you have to prove something. She was in court giving her testimony before us. How do you propose her killer poisoned her? 15 minutes. I know, because she bites her nails. So, since yesterday, she was applying... No. She applied the nail polish before the trial. And when she was called on the defendant stand, she started biting her nail because she got nervous. And so that's how the atroconine got into her body. But since she was like just biting a tiny bit, only a tiny bit got in. And this is found in Christoph's cell. And it's colorless. Case closed. The prosecution objects is sustained. I ask the defense to prove its claims to his court. The rest of our mission was poisoned. I got two things to prove here. Who did it and how? Which to it first? I wanna show the how first. How did the killer poison Veravisham? I will focus first on the method used. Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin? Not a bullet container of the poison was found on the defendant's body. I see. So the vector of poisoning is unknown. Defense prepared to prove of the poison reached Veravisham? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. What method was used to poison Veravisham? It was nail polish. What's this? My, what a beautiful bottle. I have to give whoever designed that a hand. That's a terrible design. I would never buy a bottle like this. Why would you buy these? Like nail polish bottles are like very compact, very easy to move around. This is a nightmare. Who would bring around this sort of thing? Where do you put this? Also, it could break. Is it made of like glass? I don't know, but it's terrible. I hate it. Is that nail polish? It's colorless. Something the matter? No, nothing at all. Yeah, you saw that because it's your brother's. So the killer put poison in this bottle and made her drink it. Prosecutor has told us this is nail polish. Nail polish? It's like paint for nails. Oh, come on, judge. You're like... how old is the judge? Do we have an age for the judge? Like 70? Maybe 70 is a bit too much. 60? Yeah. Oh, my wife has red nails. I see. So she's been painting them all this time. How do you not know? How do you not know? Whatever. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, she was biting her nails. Yep. See? It makes sense. Remember Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails. Her nails? Oh! Prosecutor Gavin? When the prosecution and Vera examined, did they check her nails? Bolif, have them check the defendant's nails at once? Mr. Justice? Yes? Do you know who did this? Do you know who put poison in that nail polish? Yes. That bottle belongs to Vera Mission? Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this? No, just checking. You liar, guitar on fire, literally. You're about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter. Realize the weight of this accusation? Here, let me show you. I'll show you. You lose 2 points instead of 1. Let us ask. Who poisoned Vera Mission with nail polish? It was, no, not Clavier. It was Christoph. What's this? Christoph Gavin? What's your game? My bro, there's no way you could do things like that. You should know that better than anyone else. But, Clavier, your bro literally killed a person. It's the first trial of the game. Indeed. He's behind bars. Yeah, but he had the nail polish. That doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. What? Ask yourself when he put the poison in the bottle. Could have been yesterday. It could have been a month ago. Maybe it was a year ago. Or perhaps it was 7 years ago. Yeah. It's a bit weird to think that since she's nervous and she always has nail polish on every time she goes out. I mean, she doesn't go out much, so I understand. I wonder. But Crystal Gavin had no motive for killing this poor girl. We need to reach that. That's the point of this case. Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. That face tells me one thing. Crystal Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. He never really talked about his brother so far, so I wonder how the reputation is between the two. The relationship is between the two. If you feel there is a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Crystal Gavin from jail as a special witness. Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. Darkness has swallowed even myself. What's the deal with this darkness, team? Okay, the fans' wish is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand. Solitary cell 13 Central Prison. Here he is. I don't like him. He's scary. I don't like him. He reminds me of Gant a tiny bit, but Gant wasn't scary in this sense. This is more like, I don't know. It has this sort of dark energy. I don't know how to put it into words. Gant was more like, I am a very strong man. Christoph is more like, I'm a very diabolical man. Like, I do things, evil things, and I don't think twice about it. You see what I mean? Your Honor, how nice to see you again. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? To what do I have the pleasure of your company? It's not every day as someone from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. But doesn't this game, and even the previous ones, talk about the fact that who is found guilty in a murder crime is, how do you say it? Is put into martial law, so they get executed? Maybe not everyone. But from what I remember, most of the people that in the previous game were found guilty were put under martial law. I remember it was a big thing in Matt and Guard's case, for example. But you know, we'll see. I think you already know, Mr. Christoph Gavin. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. I don't like him. He's scary. Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Oh God. Ariadoni nail polish. Why, yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. It's transparent one. I have transparent nail polish as well. So now I see why. He says he puts it on, but he has like nails that don't look like they have nail polish on it. She's not dead yet. And was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Her taste indeed. This nail polish was how Vera Mission was poisoned. Atroquinin, was it? You're well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin? Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier? My God, I don't like this. Maybe you can explain this? You're being accused again, by him again. Ah, and you agree with his accusation, do you? I really want to know more about the relationship between them. My God. Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please. I'd be delighted. The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of the poisoning of the defendant, Vera Michel. Please testify on this matter to the court. Only the same nail polish. Oh, calm down. What did he say? Only the same nail polish does not a murder make. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely, you're going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too. But we know it was you, because you had the yellow letter. But I don't think Phoenix got it in the end. Oh no, he did got it. Okay. Yes, you did poison him. I'm afraid the defense claim is sounding rather unlikely. Naturally. For one, I don't even know the missions. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice? That's not true. Vera told us, told Phoenix that she knew you. We cannot prove that in court, but we know. Begin your cross-examination. Not to mention why. The why is the thing that I don't understand. It's him, but why? Oh, we have what? The bracelet? Okay, let's see what the bracelet shows us. This is gonna be very hard. Oh my god, I really don't like this. Look at the eyes. I really don't like the way he looks at you. Wait! He has scars? What? He has scars on his right hand? I'm afraid we have a lot more to learn about him than we might even imagine. Why the frick does he have scars on his right hand? Kinda creepy, if you ask me. I don't see anything, even if these eyes are terrifying. My god, look at this. No. Okay, let's see if there is something here to see. Ooh, do you see this? That's very creepy. What the freak? A skull forms on his hand? Who the freak is this guy? The devil. Literally the devil. Was you who killed the omission? A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said their father too. Your hand tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. Yeah, that was kinda creepy. And let's assume, for the sake of argument, you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all those tense witnesses guilty? You don't understand, Christoph. So Apollo is actually the son of this supernatural woman that comes from this line of supernatural characters, and they all have this power to see when someone is lying through their bracelet that tells them when is the moment. I'm sorry, this is anime court, and you need to understand that. And tell me, was Trey Omission fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. Oh, then he must be very talented indeed. You see, Trey Omission was killed on October 6th, while I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way, all the same, and I found it too. Oh, new sprite. I like this one. This is how you poison Mr. Mission. It is the letter. My. Oh, it's not this? It's not this? Really? But it is. It must be the stamp then. It's just a stamp. Wait, do I have the stamp anyway? This. I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. The night Mr. Mission died, he was seen writing a letter. Atroculin was found on the stamp, Mr. Gavin. So, am I to understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes, this stamp was found in your prison cell. You're gonna... you could have just thrown it away. But I suppose it was a bit too risky. No, not the smartest man. Order. Poison on the back of this stump? After the mission was killed, someone paid a visit to this witness cell. Phoenix right. Daddy, that's when he found the stamp. You made the mission write you a letter. That's how you killed him. What? My. You cannot do your my. There is Apollo's music playing. You upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Bruchel testimony. I don't wanna recall Spark Bruchel. Remove Spark Bruchel from my mind. He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, you had no intention of using this stamp. Yeah, but he still used it because this was found in your cell, and it's not on the crime scene, and it's addressed to you. So, what's the point? You cannot make fabrications out of thin air, as they say. But you see, he didn't specifically said that he used this one, even if it was in my cell, and it was his handwriting. What am I arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was a mere coincidence that he used it at night. Okay, but, you know, it's still you, the one that gave it to him. So that makes you still the killer? That would seem to be the case. Or perhaps you mean to suggest that they can somehow manipulate coincidence. He does have a point. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use the stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder. But didn't he say on the letter, use the stamp I sent you? And in this one, oh, I cannot read the letter. Oh no, because Phoenix never opened it. No, Phoenix did open it. I just don't have the chance to read it. I see. You should be seeing through these weak spine bluffs by now. He's right though. How could anyone have known Mr. Mission would use that stamp that night? I suppose we need to find a way to why he used that stamp specifically. Last of all, Crystal Gavin locked up in his cell. Well, it seems that the defense has run out of things to say. You assumed he had something to say in the first place. I believe the defense bluff has been called. The defense bluff? I'm sure I agree with you there, Christoph. Honestly, I wanted to believe you, but the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Christoph. What are you saying? Prosecutor Gavin? R for head. What was your accusation again? Huh? Oh, it was, this poison stamp killed Rio Mission, yeah? To which my brother responded thoughtfully. There was no way to know when Mission would use the stamp. I would think Claudia would make fun of his brother when imitating his voice. Tell me, it needs to be planned. Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? Oh yeah. I mean, this is the how do you say it? The simplest reasoning. Yeah, it was a coincidence. And you're still guilty because you were the one that provided the incriminated stamp. He couldn't find a stamp. He saw that one and said, I'm gonna use this one, it's fine. Would he really say that though? Vera said no one was allowed to touch it. Hey Dusty, how are you doing? It's me, doing the final case of Apollo Justice. And it is absolute cinema so far. Wah. Hope you're having a nice day, Dusty. Wah. Sorry, my nose is really being annoying today. Having some trouble breathing. The first case is simply Drew Misham died by the stump. That's all. Coincidence. Christopher tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject. If that's not bluffing, what is it? What are you up to, Clavier? Are you sick? I just have some... I woke up today with my nose more closed than usual. So I have some trouble breathing. That's why I'm drinking so much. Usually it gets better in the evening, but then I go to sleep and the day after I have this problem again. It's a bit annoying, but what can you do about it? Could ask you the same question, Christoph. I silence the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency. But Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony. Yeah, that's a bit illegal, but you know. Very well, I shall take his claim head on then. Justice. What? You accuse me of trio mission murder, yes. Then allow me to ask you, what possible reason could I have to kill a painter? No, not the motive. I still haven't figured that one out. That's the only thing I haven't figured out. And if everything else is completely clear, I just have no idea why I would kill him. And Vera. And, even the other guy, what's his name? Trucy's father. Apollo, motive. He's talking about a motive. Oh, indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter. Why didn't they bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless I was afraid there was a battle I might lose. So what does it mean? It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe you have some evidence to prove a motive. A motive for murder. This is a vital, if not the most vital element in this case. Please consider this when making your statement. I say it's about this vital. Javier, why? Why? We are trying to, work together. Why do you keep... Well, Mr. Justice, going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I like to present evidence. Let's see what you have for us. One reason this case of Gavin wanted to murder Drew Misham. So, this is the time when I need to think this through. Because at the moment, I don't even have a theory for why. Can I read this? This was sent by him, right? This is the letter sent by Christoph. Christoph sent this. He paid him to have something commissioned for him, which is probably the page used in the trial, right? Because this was received 7 years ago. This was sent 7 years ago, and it's what made Phoenix Wright lose the case, because it was forged evidence. Let's think this through a tiny bit. So he sent this, and doing this, he wants the painter to die, because he wants the letter sent back with the stamp, which was poisoned. So when you attach the stamp, you get poisoned and you die. But he didn't do it because Vera was silly, and so she kept the stamp. I need not to remind you to speak of this to no one, which is, it's not a threat, it's just don't tell anyone, because it's illegal stuff. The problem is, I still have no idea why he forged evidence. I just have no idea. Okay, no. I have another idea. I have another idea. Another theory. So, he picked up Apollo. And Apollo, as we know, has superpowers because he's the children or whatever. And so, I'm starting to think, if I bring down Phoenix, I will be able to get Apollo. If I don't, Phoenix will take him up and he will steal him from me. And if I have Apollo, I can do whatever I want because he has superpowers and whatever. Could this be the reason? Seems a bit too simple though. Or maybe he wanted a worthy foe for his brother. I don't know, sounds a bit stupid. It is anime court, but I don't know up until... could it really be this? That's the only thing I can think of. This is the fake letter. I mean, it could be either this one or it could be this one. I'm starting to think this one. Let's try to point towards this one. If it's not this, I believe it's the fake letter. Maybe they're both fine. Crystal Gavin motive becomes clear when we were considering why the stamp came to Dream Mission Studio in the first place. And why was that? Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Dream Mission... probably it would be nice if I presented both. Or maybe it was only this, but you know, since he's presenting this one, I think it could be fine if we presented either of them. Dream Mission accepts its first job creating further evidence. I've seen that before. A page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifying Grandma's diary. Ah, when Attorney Phoenix Wright lost his page, yes. This was the evidence he presented to his loss. This evidence is a fake, yes. But didn't Mr. Wright request this forgery be made? That was never proven. Defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright. Who other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it? And why would they? Just out of curiosity. Do you remember this letter? This is the first page. And this is the second one. Those were presented in court yesterday. This letter was sent to Drew Mission by the client who requested the forgery. The enclosed stamp was none other than the poison commemorative stamp. Drew Mission drew his last breath. Haha, very funny, Apollo. Just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old. 7 years old? But then we have to think, why did he die? Why did he send back the letter the other day then? Christoph is gonna say this. But you don't understand, Apollo. Then why did he not send me the letter back 7 years ago and waited? Whatever, I don't know. I'm going one step at a time. Maybe, I don't know, someone will come to our rescue. The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything and anyone with connection to the forgery, to keep them from talking, but he made a mistake. Yeah, because Vera is a super fan. Yeah, she loved the Grammary trope so much. So she just kept it away. And so he couldn't send it back. The healer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass flame. And it was set for 7 whole years. Which is her forehead. Do you understand what you're telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding the two statements together, the one who schemed to kill the mission was none other than Phoenix Wright. But no. No. Because Phoenix didn't know. So, okay, Trucy cannot testify, but Trucy was given the forged evidence when she was 5. No, she was like 7, maybe. Still, doesn't change much. But you know, we cannot prove that, so it's useless. That's not how this is going to go down. Oh, then how will it go down? I checked through the record on the case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began. Oh yeah, so it is... so do they know that Trucy just found the evidence? My gosh, she's so cute. I love her so much. And one more thing. Sorry. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery. This is also true. This makes more sense. The day before. Yeah, that's very good game came out last year. Now here's the question. Just who was Shadi Enigma previous defense at... Oh! This makes more sense. Thank you, Apollo, because I didn't think of that. No, this can't be. But it is all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin. Order. What is the meaning of this? Witness? I mean, defendant? A former lawyer? Let me begin by denying this. It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin. And impossible to prove if you can't. Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly do you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim? That would be difficult. Afraid this line in inquiry won't yield. Gavin is not on the same page. F for head. Are you sure you don't have evidence? What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks clammy. I don't know what that word means. Evidence. Evidence that showed this man, Christoph Gavin, requested that forgery 7 years ago. Clavier? Just prove it. Clear up those doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case. Must have thought of some evidence. Apollo. The Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. Oh my god. I have to pull the darkness out of him. And proof is the only way I can. What proves Christoph Gavin linked to the mission? Well, Mr. Justice, you claim Christoph Gavin requested a forgery of their mission 7 years ago. Prove it. Can be proven. Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not. What if I told you that it exists? Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice? I am. Then I say we give him the benefit of the doubt. Very well. But if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty. Oh. Your Honor, you do the defense an injustice. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! I have one shot. I haven't given a penalty like that in a long time. Well, Mr. Justice. Fine, Your Honor. I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Christoph Gavin to the mission. I have something that clearly does the job. Wait. Wait. What do we have that links them together? Let's wait a tiny bit. Let's very calmly wait. I mean, this one. This is clearly something that links them together. Is it clearly? I mean, I don't see anything else. This is a link. This is the only thing that explicitly and cannot be denied links the two together. Because this was in his cell and this was written by Drew Misham. It's impossible that this does not work. This evidence proves there's a link. That scrap of paper? I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Because it was not presented in the list of evidence, blah, 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 blah. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting. What? Mr. Wright handwriting? What is the meaning of this? I see now. Yes, of course. What do you mean, of course? I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell. Except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? When I returned, I saw he had something on mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail. Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell? No. However, it appears Mr. Wright is yet to be cured of his bad forging habit. Well, if it's a forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting is terrible. No. Is Mr. Wright a reproduction of what was written in the real letter? So he made a fake one to show us, Lemao. Reproduction? When Mr. M visited Kristen Gavin then blah blah blah. Oh no! Oh no! Phoenix, why? No, this is very illegal. I cannot believe it. Do you remember in the previous stream when Phoenix is done talking with Christoph? The camera zooms in onto this thing and then it zooms out. Oh my god. No. Isn't that illegal to bring a camera when you visit a prison or something? No, maybe not, but I don't know. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. The Phoenix Ex Machina or whatever. Oh my god. What? Look at his face. He's as confused as we are. Oh, mamma mia. He recorded this entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin, and the contents of your personal mail. Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Evidence based on a video of a man of no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery. Prosecutor Gavin? Oh, new sprite for him. Prosecutor Gavin? As embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Your Honor, your decision, please. Defense claim is denied. No, come on. I mean, it's illegal. Phoenix did so many bad things in this game. My god. Oh, Phoenix, why? But it's fine, I suppose. If you remember, he forged evidence in the first case as well. Which is... I suppose it shows more like how his character has changed after all these years. It's very cool. I actually really like this evolution of the character, because as you know, Phoenix was a very simple character. Was a bit like Apollo, right? Apollo is a bit more of a youngster, silly, but Phoenix was more like very simple, not much to him, and now he's getting this like complexity and more not so, you know, it doesn't follow the law that much. He kind of does what he wants because he needs it to bring the truth out. I really like this. I really like this evolution of the character, and I really like how this game, you know, manages to change the protagonist and manages to have a character you knew and you thought it was very one-dimensional, have him change into a more complex character, but you can still see that it's him. It's just because of what happened in his life, he has now changed in a way according to that. It's actually very good, I believe. I really like this. I really like this. But this game is very good. Absolutely. I don't care about the second and third caves, and if people don't like it, I still find this game very good. The twist with Apollo is nice. Trucy is a super interesting character, and there is so much more to her that makes me love her as much as Maya, of course. Even if, of course, Maya, we have 3 games to love her, and Trucy is just here for this one. I don't know about the next ones, but possibly. Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defense evidence from the record. Better luck next time, Justice. Well, that's not great. Are we lost? Well, we've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination. The defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination on Christoph Gavin at this point. Apollo, do something. I'm thinking, but without evidence. I don't have anything I can use on him. Very well, isn't the special witness cross-examination? Gavin! Clavier! The show's over, yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why. Prosecutor Gavin? Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years. And I'm tired of the whole yachtful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Christoph? Clavier, you're spitting out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you regret. Spinning out of whose control, mine or yours? Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor, your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier. Apollo, did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin. Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember what's really important to you. You amuse me, her forehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago. Look at him. Sorry. What is this about him? I'm familiar with the trial. I watched the video several times. Don't you find anything unnatural about it? Unnatural? Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. And the next moment you call in Drew Misham. It was almost as if what? Funny, it didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if, from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. Correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page. Don't do this, Clavier. I knew because you told me, Christoph. What? So it was to help his brother. It was the night before the trial. Clavier. Christophe? I'd seen you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial. Look at him, being silly. Ah, I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Huh? Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information. Information? The attorney would be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Not even giving the benefit of your respect. Listen. I want you to call in a special witness. Then... I wondered about it all the time. How did Christophe know so much? Prosecutor Gavin. Christophe, we were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserve that much. Let me borrow the victim's belongings. You show me all your research on the case. The victim's belongings, which would have included a magnified diary, wouldn't it? Did you tear off the page? Mr. Gavin? My, Clavier. You disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. I have no idea what they're talking about. You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind the trial. Why not? I've achieved what I've come here to do. I see no harm in little reminiscing. Apollo, think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy? We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramari. I don't like him, he's so creepy. 2 cards. Oh, I played poker with him and lost. And he was like, no, I don't want to fight you. You're not worthy of being my attorney, because Zach was a weird man. I mean, it's, thanks for the work, now go. Yeah, you lost. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I can come to no other conclusion. Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete. Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards. Yeah, because Zach was, the kind of person that, it's what they say, right? Some people use some very unique way of judging other people, right? And in this case, it was like through a game of cards. Yeah, if I was watching him, I would be very scared, because he is a creepy man. And he has skulls that form on his hand, and I don't like that. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix, right? A second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs. He dismissed me, and went with that pitiful excuse for a man. Yeah, he solved, he defeated the strongest prosecutor ever in his 4th case of his career, so... I don't know about you, Christophe. That is quite something. And his daughter, and a very weird man with a helmet, with a mask. I think Phoenix deserves to be called like a very good attorney. What have you done? I don't see you defeating any Von Karmas. He deserved to die for that error alone. My God, Christophe. Really anime villain. How dare you? I will kill you. So the one who requested the forgery was... oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, those 2 men shamed me. I could not forgive that. Phoenix Wright and Zach Gramari both deserved what they got. So he asked Mr. Mission to further the evidence, so he could win. But then when you were dismissed as Zach Gramarye attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap. You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're afraid to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. Ha! Ha ha ha! Incredible! If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. Prosecutor Gavin! Perfectly? You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself. What are you talking about, Clavier? Tell me, how did that trial end? Cancelled when the defendant vanished. Ha! I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years. Yeah, because if Zack came out, he would have said, yeah, he was my previous attorney, and he knew, and so he was the only one. What? You were afraid your forgery would be revealed, and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance, so you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years. Yeah. This constant fear of being watched by him. And even Bruchel. And then he got very lucky, because the day he met with Phoenix, he also met Zack. Wait just a minute. Zack Gramarye was seen by this reporter? How is that possible? Was he alive after being gone 7 years? I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zack Gramarye gone missing for 7 years through his father. What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him! Right, leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler. I remember him quite well. Shot his meat, was it? Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Tragic. Details don't really matter right now. What matters is the traveler was Zack Gramarye. What is it, Apollo? Huh? Keep going. We'll talk about it later. Did she already know? Yeah, you would think she would have a bigger reaction. Huh. Interesting. She knows. Trucy knows everything. Someone please explain this. Mr. Justice, can you explain? It all started 7 years ago. The great magician Magnify Gramarye's death started it. Magnify Gramarye's death and his student Zack Gramarye, the suspect. Whoever defended Zack in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence. Drew Mission? Actually, it was his daughter, Vera, who really did the work. Also, she's cute. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin? Precautions? To keep people from talking, of course. He sent a letter and told him to die. These two, no too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you plan your poisoning of the forgers. Yeah, but the thing is, how do you kill both? Because only one person died. Oh, he gave the letter for Drew and then the nail polish for Vera. My God, that's so evil. That's so evil. She was 12. She was 12. Freaking 12, never came out of her house other than a couple of times. My God, Christoph. All this because he chose Phoenix over you. As a very disturbing individual. Applied to a commemorative stamp. The luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off. His daughter. She saved him by taking the stamp, I see. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. The Ariadonite nail polish, of course. You notice something when you requested a forgery. When Vera Misham is nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails. My God, this is so sick. It's like, do you see this? A criminal mind. Literally a criminal mind. Oh, a nail polish was her good luck charm. She was almost kidnapped once. Since then she's been, you can see for yourself. She refused to leave the house. Person gave me a good luck charm. My God. Madness. Absolute madness. Was it insurance? Insurance? As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. What if she had to go outside? Yeah, because she never used it inside. It was only when she go out. So if anything ever happened to her that made her go outside, she would put the nail polish and then die. This is so twisted. This is so twisted. My God. If she ran into any trouble, she become nervous. And the nail polish would do the rest. Time bombs are sat there for 7 years. And then they went off almost simultaneously. The only thing I don't understand is why. Why did they send the letter? If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time. Speaking a catchy energy. Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Clavier, surely you understand. We're back to the evidence, the lacking evidence. Nothing proves the link between him and the Atroculin that took Drew Mission life. Sadly, it's true. You killed Zach Ramari to keep him from talking. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again, if you like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shadi Smith, about whom we know little else. You can seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive. But you do! You're full of... my God! It's so annoying! It's so annoying! Then why did you kill him? I pled my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. Defendant Maine is Veravisham, suspecting the murder of her father. My trial has been finished for 6 months now. And also because he did that, he's also safe from this one, because... oh God. What? My God. I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. Score concurs with the witness. Your defendant Veravisham, who is on trial here. No, but you were doing so well, Apollo. You don't understand, Trucy. We need detention and to get angry at the actual criminal. As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, this course of inquiry cannot find Veravisham innocent. Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence. You still don't get it, do you? Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Veravisham to bite her nails? What? It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips. For real, Christoph? Really? Really, Christoph? Really? Really, Christoph? This man is disgusting. What? What? Evidence is everything. There is nothing more. Brady's discussion has reached its conclusion. Your Honor, Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney. I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well. However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't it right, Clavier? Unfortunately, yes, Christoph, you're right. That is, you would have been right until now. Lemon. What? The news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new juridical system. That's right. The jury system. Jurists, you say? The current juridical system has been deemed too closed off from society. The new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law. Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of a joke? What could we possibly gain by doing this? Entrusting your judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers? Common citizens have something called common sense. Common sense is not restricted by the law. Nonsense! There is only room for two in this court. Me and the law. Keep the riffraff out. Out, I say. He's losing his mind. They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. Kinda creepy. Don't turn like that. It's kinda creepy. How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright. So, everything was leading to this, of course, right? Right. God. Oh my god. What the freak? I won't accept. I can't accept. This is not court. Law. The law is everything. Law is absolute. You let the ignorant swine soil your courts. Ah, new sprite from him as well. Christoph, it's over. Javier, the law is absolute. You can't be serious. What? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions. The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge. Like a gem poised to gleam through trials and errors, and silly judges like me. And this fruit we receive and pass on and face in our time. And it is always changing, growing. Nurturing it is our task as human beings. Except for you, Christoph. You aren't changing. You've stopped. You're not needed anymore. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change it if I have to. Good job, Apollo. I see no need to further prolong this trial. Began as the trial of Vera Misham, accused of murdering her father, the painter, Drew Misham. However, several other incidents were reviewed, and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision, jurist of the court. For the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant, Vera Misham? Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter. October 9, 12:48 p.m. Juris Chambers. This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Misham is currently in intensive care. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father at night? If so, she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Another person poisoned him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decisions. That is all. Please wait. Yes, jurist number 6. There's something in the jurist handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists. That is correct. I looked into all your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of the case. The development of the case? I see. Does that answer your concern? Who is number 6? It's time for your verdicts. Make your decision in the case against Vera mission. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely, judge well. Oh, Phoenix. What? Why you? Why is she here? What? Of course it's not guilty. Oh no! Oh no! Infinite plot twist! Oh no! Oh no! So the third case was important? Oh no! Oh my god! Oh! Absolute cinema! Absolute mimema! I can't believe it! I can't believe it! I cannot believe it! How? What? No! No! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! No! Of course, the age fits! Oh my god! Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! I need to give me 1 hour to recover from this. Maybe 2. I can't believe it. I can't. Oh, my Mima. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no. Just no. Just no. And so verdict was reached on October 9. First verdict under the jury system. Innocent by unanimous decision. Record will show when the verdict was announced, a special witness, Christopher Gavin, laughed. A laugh louder than any ever before or since. Oh my god. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. October 10th. An intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera mission opened her eyes. Oh, Vera is alive. Oh, Vera. Vera, I'm so glad. Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too. I'm proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about what if Vera, Hey now, don't you start crying too? I'm sorry you have to see us like this. Oh, she's cute. Vera? Thank you so much. Apollo, thank you. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm. Vera, when I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be a part of the world, to see things with your own eyes. Looks like that poison has some effect after all. Oh no, she's cute and all. Yeah, killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. I knew you pulled through, Vera. I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future. I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you. No, really, it's okay. Oh, so cute. Oh, look, it's me. I love it, thanks. She's gonna draw Apollo as well. That's the most, distinct feature of you, Apollo. She really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so, at least. That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is? The other lawyer? Oh, you mean Daddy. Sept is not a lawyer anymore. It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry. Oh, no. That's not what I meant. No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize. Should be happy to hear that. He brought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier. You mean the stack of videos? Oh, I knew my real daddy was alive. Huh? I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped me vanish from the courtroom. You did what? How? I'm not telling. He promised me the day he went away. We may not meet again for some time, Trucy, but know this, I will be watching, and one day I shall return. You're the next Grand-Marie, after all. She is. Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he? It's okay. Phoenix is my daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano. That he can't. And I've got you too, even if your voice is kinda loud sometimes. Well, I made your list. Hey, come to think of it, where is Daddy, the one who can play? Do you know, Apollo? Think he said he had to meet someone. I wonder. Maybe it's a new mommy. You might be onto something there, Trucy. Teehee. Oh, Trucy. Yes, Vera? I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, it's not ignited yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat. What? Objection. Not loud enough. And I like Mr. Magic Underwear better. Anyway. That's Magic Panties, Apollo. Oh, Phoenix. So, your memory is returned. Oh god, what was La Miroir voice? Mr. Wright, was this all a part of your plan too? I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as La Miroir. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your tourists. You're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy. Of course, it is a happy thing. For so long, I thought I was alone. But now, I know I have children. 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you. Are you going to tell them? They do not know? Nope. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings. I will go to them when the time is right. Oh no, don't tell me she dies in the next game before she can tell Apollo and Trucy. Please. Enough parents dying. Don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me too. A little annoying at times, but still. I have to keep an eye on her at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. Oh! Wow! We've never seen her cry. Your bracelet. Yes? I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years. But your bracelets were the strangest of all. Look at him. I remember meeting him half a year ago now in Christoph's Gavin office. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's literally the hair. because we only saw her, but the pose is similar and it has kind of the same energy if you think about it. And also in the picture that we saw, it was kind of similar, but they never made a connection. It was so obvious, my god. And then I met you. Two faces trying to intertwine, and I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that. Such a small thing, that bullet, yet it tore who I was away. It's incredible. This was her. This happened to her. Incredible, right? 10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died. But I didn't survive the accident. That is why I left the troop, my family. Now my memory has returned. I am myself once more. For the first time, I am glad to be alive, Mr. Wright. Speaking of miracles, Paramisham regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken. Sometimes a life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they've got something worth living for. True. And that's pretty much the end of my story, for now anyway. I still got a long way to go, and this power of mine, it needs some work. There's a hope now. We'd lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. Training time, gotta go. Charge of Steel, here comes justice. Objection! What a wonderful game. And I have to say, what a wonderful fourth game. I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I found my long-lost big little brother. Lamau. Oh, don't you worry about Truth, Grammary. Truth is on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy. Truthy, Grammary. Frankly, I got my doubts, but head, Grammary. Now that'll pack him. Oh, so cute. I love Truthy. Truthy is a wonderful character. I love her so much. Hey Gavin, it's not every day you get to try to rock harder than one of our gigs, yeah? That's why it's over. The Gaviners are breaking up. What? The news caused a run of tissues at supermarkets nationwide. Sure, Clavian, sure. You're the real stars now. I look forward to the next jam session. But you're not the prosecutor in the next game, right? I think. I don't think so, at least. Or maybe he is. Because I saw pictures of the other games. Well, it's finally over. You know, think about it. I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. Lamau, Phoenix. Everything's sorted and I've got time on my hands. Maybe I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam again. Oh, Phoenix. So nice to see a different Phoenix. A changed Phoenix after all this time. Yeah, Truth is the best. Very nice. Gavin, the small brother is fine. Oh, my beloved! She's the best. Best character of the series. So I was standing around eating snackos the other day when I got this crazy idea. What if they were golden? You could augment the crunch, or better yet, make them ding. The power of science. Although the preservations might not be 100 safe. Oh, Emma. Emma, I love you. I hope you are in every next game. You're the best. I love Emma so much. More Emma in the next games, please. There's never enough Emma. Oh, look who it is. I'm unlikely event. You're wanting Russian feast. Come to Borscht Bowl Club. The only thing cold in the restaurant is borscht. Duh, but even greater challenge is being required. Then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for. It was nice to see her. Another nice change of pace, which a character so complex in the first case. Yeah, it was very nice. Also, it was not the culprit immediately, which I really appreciated. Was such a nice game. It was such a nice game. My god. Yeah, Gavin is okay. He's just okay. I don't remember her voice, not. So, Kitaki Pastor is getting back to Eastern roots. Spread the culture and all. Yo, boss, culture time. This is how we write truth. Capiche? But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss, PR time. Hey. And this is how we write people, alright? Thank you for the kanji lesson. Now they're fucking paying any attention. Whoosh. It was a nice case, the second one, even if it doesn't apparently the least important one. But it allowed us to know Emma, to know more about the characters. Oh, look, it is. Bidoi, Chinese characters on cake. What a fly idea like 3,000 years ago. Believe that? Man, you wanna make it today, you're gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I made the OG cracker, for real. Waki is gonna kill me. Happy to see that you're alive, Waki. My god. Waki is too strong for me. I cannot keep up. I don't remember his voice. I don't know where all this talk about food is coming from. Yes, me, there's only one food. That's noodles. Noodles forever. I got a new one too. See, this time I just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Why pretend I know noodles is about the salt? Salt forever! Lemao. Yeah, it was a nice case, the second one. I understand it was filler, but it was a nice filler. I liked Emma, and it was more characters. Oh, I don't remember your voice as well. My exceptionally inquisitive nature has won me unequivocal adoration in my department. You see, they used to call me Wesley Stinkler and Wesley Stinky Hands. But no longer, I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature. Wesley Sicko reporting. Yes, curiosity is a sickness, and I am the cure. Whatever, you weirdo. Very nice part, by the way. Look how beautiful the characters looks. Look, it was on a DS game. Imagine that. Look how beautiful the art looks and all the characters and the backgrounds. Did a good job. Oh! Light has returned to my life and with it joy. I may have lost years, but I've gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song. So cute, look at her. So nice to see her like this. My god. Trucy and Apollo's mother. Can't believe it. They were siblings. Brusher here, back from the bit with another interview. Hey, how do you feel about how things turn out? No scoop yet, but journalist confidence in mint condition. End quote! I hate you, and I hope I never see you again. Please disappear for the universe. My god, la miroir. I decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find out what to paint. But I know there are good people out there now. I've met them. Hey, the door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you. She cute. So this game is full of cute characters, can I say? Really? And there is, of course, the balancing with the freaking weirdos. Oh, so nice. Brother and sister. Can you believe it? We learned so much through this game. Thank you, Vera, so much for this art. So beautiful. Oh. Congratulations, special bonus to the museum background. Do we have Emma? No, I want to see the picture more. Wait. Continue the next game? No. Can I see that art again? And this was the end of our beautiful Apollo Justice. What to say about this game? Well, this game is so nice. Once again, I like the characters. The characters introduce the main characters, like Trucy. Trucy is wonderful. Trucy is an amazing character that I loved. You cannot hate Trucy. You cannot hate Trucy. Trucy is so nice, and she has so much cuteness to her, a lot of personality, and you can't hate her. It's impossible to hate Trucy. She's the best. She's so sweet. She's so nice, and she's so smart. I really like her. The new Maya, right? But I don't know. She's so cool. I love her so much. And then we have Apollo, of course, our protagonist. And the sibling of Trucy, apparently, that we didn't know. It was so nice. Apollo is a nice character. A bit simple, maybe. But I like the fact that there is so much more to Apollo. Because Phoenix is just whatever, right? Phoenix is just a guy. Apollo is a guy, but it has something to him, right? He has superpowers, whatever you call it. He has, superpowers, which is very nice. I really like the fact that the twist that Apollo was actually a character that you get to know more about, you know, over the course of the game. Phoenix, of course, has his past, but I think Apollo's past, knowing who he is and the importance of his family name, is, I don't know, more enjoyable. Because because the story of Phoenix wanting to become a lawyer is very cool and it's very nice, and we get to know him and Edgeworth and Larry Batts, but knowing that Apollo is actually such an integral character, and he has his power because he's the son of someone, and then that comes back, and then you discover, and then you get to know who the mother is, and then it's so nice. It's so nice. It's so nice. I like him. I like him a lot. I like how this game really is how do you say it? Back to back? It's just a very, very nice game with a lot of twists and a lot of discoveries and a lot of... I never expected this to happen, and it happens a lot. Also 3D in the game was very nice. What else? Phoenix. I did talk about Phoenix, I think, for a good while, so I'm not gonna say anything else about him. I like seeing him a bit different in this game. And then Gavin, the Gavin brothers. I like them both. Clavier is okay. Nothing crazy. I think the worst main prosecutor so far. Just because it is doesn't have this strong impact as the other ones. Because all the other prosecutors had something that it doesn't get, sadly. Because Edgeworth is Edgeworth, I don't even have to talk about him. But even Francisca, of course, Francisca is the daughter of the strongest enemy you ever face in court, which is my favorite, of course, Von Karma. I love Von Karma so much. Father, not Francisca. But I love the fact that, you have the child, Von Karma, and she is like super unique, a lot of personality, and I know a lot of people like her a lot, and I do as well. Francisca is very nice. And then you have like Godot, and Godot is so good. Godot is so interesting, and Godot is such an important character that you just wonder over and over and over the course of the game, and then at the end you have the big revelation. And we all love Godot because he's so silly. Godot is the silliest of them all. Yeah, Clavier only has... I don't think Clavier is in the guest game, right? From what I know, because every Phoenix, right, an Ace Attorney game as a different prosecutor, right? So I don't know if he comes back from like a cameo or something, but from what I know, this is his only game, and I suppose it makes sense because Christoph will be no more, of course. So Clavier is okay. I like they try to give him sort of different energy, something that's more to do with rock, and that's very nice. It's okay, but it's just okay. There is not much else to him. I wish I could have seen more about the relationship with him and his brother, but I suppose there was no time to see that. But we will see. What else? Well, the true mastermind, if you wanna call him that, Christoph. Christoph is very interesting. The motivation is a bit simple, but a man like that, you can see it working, right? It's a bit like Von Karma. It reminds me of Von Karma in that. Yeah, it actually reminds me of Von Karma in some things. Christoph is evil. Christoph is a very, very evil character, which I really like, because he's literally so evil. So evil. There is nothing, there is no redeeming quality of him. He's an evil character, a very crazy, not even crazy, it's like a calm and crazy. Collected crazy, I don't know how to say it. I liked him. I like the fact that he created this super evil plan to kill everyone. Just kill everyone. Something is in the way, just kill him. Just kill him. Phoenix is the one get chosen for Zack. Well, I'll end his career. I don't care. Zack, I'll kill him. I have the chance. I'm gonna kill him. It's just like that. Just simple like that. I like that. A pure evil character. I don't think we had one of these. We had Dahlia, of course. But Dahlia was... Dahlia is a wonderful character, of course. I'm not going to talk too much about Dahlia because I think Dahlia is one of the best characters ever of the trilogy. But yeah, she was evil as well. But Christoph is more like about his pride, about his, you know, you offended my pride. That's why it reminds me of Von Karma so much. I really like that. I really, really like that. I really enjoy the fact that it starts off as your like friend, because the moment I saw him next to Apollo, it did not give me good vibes. You remember that? Go watch to rewatch my first stream of this game if you don't remember. But my god, Christoph was so evil, was so uncomfortable from the very start. And I like the twist, that your mentor is actually the villain. It's so nice. It's so nice. Yeah. We do love a bit of just plain evil, not even super complex motivations. Just you know, we talked about the fact that it was darkness, right? It's a very Japanese theme, right? You think that is darkness, like this pure evil inside him that just, it's just, there is no complex motivation. And then we have Emma, my beloved. I'm so happy to have her. I think she's a very, very good substitute for Gumshoe. Gumshoe is a character that I love. I absolutely love Gumshoe. Who doesn't love Gumshoe? Gumshoe is like number one more silly, more loved characters. And Emma is my favorite character. She was, I prefer them over Maya in the fifth case, just because, I don't know, she gave me that sort, I love Maya, of course, but Emma was just that character that I loved her so much, and her story was so sad, and yep. And seeing her grown up, and now being the new Gumshoe, makes me so happy. I love Emma. I love Emma so much. I will never be sad of repeating this. Emma is just so good. I love her. I hope we see her in every next game because she deserves it. We had a bit of gumshoe in this one, which is very nice, but Emma is just the best. Emma is just the best. What is my Emma investigation? Emma scientific time. And the fact that Emma helps you so much, makes you do all the mini games. Oh yeah, another thing I want to talk about this game. The many mini games added, especially with Emma. How good was that? She makes you do so many cool things to examine footprints and then check for this, for that. How cool is that? I'm so happy. I'm so happy that Emma also allows you to have that sort of creativity. It's so nice. It's so nice. I hope we get to see a lot more of her in the future. I hope that we're gonna have more mini games, which I kind of expect. I love how this game adds so much more to an investigation compared to previous games. I didn't really like the Psylocke mechanic in the previous games, I have to tell you. So having it changed with the I mean, it was not, I didn't like it, it was more whatever, but I really enjoy how this sort of Apollo's power to perceive in it, the perceiving thing is super good. Best addition to the game, I think. I really like that. I really like the fact that you need to pay attention and be very careful. I really like that. Great. Good job. Is it Capcom, right? This is Capcom. Capcom made this game. Good job, Capcom. Was so nice. Was so nice. I can't wait to see the next games because this one, I heard bad things about this game and I have to say, what bad things? I don't see any bad things. Yes, Clavier is not incredible and maybe Apollo is not a super different cool protagonist, but everything else is so good. There is one filler case, the second one, the third one is actually important. Also the third one is very well made, I believe. The second one is the worst one, I think, but the first one is so good. This is the best first case I've ever seen, I think, in any of the Ace Attorney games. Maybe the one in the third game is similar, but the first case of this game is so strong. It's so strong. And it, you know, it leaves you with so many questions that you have to figure out afterwards. And the cool thing about this game, you can figure out so many things once you know, like La Miroir identity and Apollo identity and Trucy and her father, and the fact that their father was the character that was in the first case. It's so nice. This is a wonderful game. This is a wonderful game. Also, I really like Vera. Vera is cute, and I really like the Gramiroir troupe characters. It was very interesting. I am part of a family that has some sort of similar thing. I cannot tell more, of course, because of personal information. But I saw my family in that a tiny bit and it was very interesting. This is more of a personal thing, but I always give more to games because the games, there is what's happening and what's told in the game, and then what there is what a games makes you feel, which is as important for me. So yeah. A wonderful game. My favorite character was Emma, but if it was not Emma, I believe someone like Trucy probably would be my favorite character for this game. And yeah, La Miroir was wonderful. La Miroir is a wonderful character also, I have to say. La Miroir steals the scene, as they say, every second she is on screen. She has a wonderful team. I love La Miroir's team, and I love her character as a whole. The amnesic character done well, I believe. It's so cool. Because she is a cool character even with amnesia, and the amnesia is not that big of a part in her case. It comes into play later. And another thing about this game that I said many times, but I will keep saying it, the theme of you're not guilty, but you still are not a good person, you still have done something wrong. There is always one of these things in every case. Every case has this team behind it. Even Vera. Vera did counterfeit stuff, and she's not guilty, but she still did it. She was young, of course, and her father was mostly the one, but do you understand this team? Every character is like, you're not guilty, but. You're not guilty, but. And I really like this. This is very different than just, oh no, you're fine, you're completely okay. Even Woki, or whatever his name was, he still wanted to assault and, you know, get attacked and whatever, but he was not guilty, but the intention was a bit there. So nice. And don't forget, Phoenix forges evidence in the first case. There is forged evidence and Apollo uses it and no one will know. We only know. How cool is that? Literally like a Von Karma move over there. What a wonderful game. I recommend this game. Even the two people were scared. They played the original trilogy. They said, my god, the third game was so good. Or even the other ones, because all the trilogy is nice. The second game has some problems, but I believe the trilogy is so good. And then they're afraid of going into this because it's new cast and it changes the story. There is no Maya in this game, which I was very surprised. Not even a single appearance of Maya in the entire game. That surprised me a lot, but I suppose they wanted to give the attention to Trucy, which deserves it because Trucy is wonderful. Yep. I recommend this game. Be not afraid to play this game. If you are scared you're not going to enjoy it, I believe you will enjoy it. It's a wonderful game. And now to the next one, which is gonna be, well, we have to play the Miles Edgeworth Investigations, which we're gonna do not immediately. I think I'm gonna take a break before playing that. We're gonna play something else. I have many games to play anyway, so we can play like Metroid or something like that. We will see, we will see. So for now, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I know it's only a couple of hours, it was a bit simple, a bit short, but I wanted to end it as soon as the game ended. I wanted to keep it on this because this was so nice and I really enjoyed it. Let's see, I don't think I'm gonna raid anyone today because I don't have the energy to really raid someone else. So I'm just gonna end the stream. We'll see each other on Wednesday when I'll probably play some Castlevania or Isaac or whatever. We will see. I will put the schedule out by Tuesday or by tomorrow. We will see. Yep, thank you so much for staying with me, watching Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice. It was a wonderful game. I know it was not an action game like I play usually. It was my first visual novel I played on stream. But I really enjoyed it and I won't stop here. It was so nice. Making the voices is so silly and I really enjoyed it. I cannot wait to play more. I cannot wait to play more. Let's go back to the title screen. This is called the Apollo Justice Trilogy, but I don't know if every game is Apollo with as a protagonist. We will see, I suppose. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope I can see you next time. Stay silly, and I will perceive you later. My bracelet is tingling. Was so nice. Was so nice. And now I know why this is the bracelet shining. Oh my god. Game. I love not knowing about games and then noticing all the small things. Imagine replaying this game and noticing so many things afterwards. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye! Bye, bye, bye. Wah, 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 wah.